All right, I'm here. I'm live, ready to go. It is about 10 minutes before auction time, so I don't really want to get started for another 10 minutes. I just wanted to come in and chit chat with everybody and talk with you for a minute, just see how things are going with me. Had surgery on my mouth today, so I'm not going to be talking a whole lot, and I'm probably going to just kind of take it easy. But we're going to have an auction anyway. How about that? Indigenous Treasures. Hello. Good evening to you. We've got, let's see, Paul Adams, James Valley, Otis Cauldron, Dan McCumber, Sloppy Stacks. Got IT, Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy DC. There's Eric. We are all here, ready to go. Ready to go. I tried taking photographs of all the coins for today so that you guys could see the actual colors of the toners, but didn't quite work out for me. I'm still learning this new camera I have. It's a very nice camera. It's just a matter of learning it and figuring it out, and I don't have that done yet. But we do have a really nice list of coins on for tonight. Hope everybody enjoys the auction that we've got planned for tonight. We also have as a bin all of the early rolls, the 59D through 61D rolls that we had last time. Wait a minute, for some reason I don't have 60 Philadelphia in here. That's okay. We'll get it all figured out. But anyhow, we got them all as a bin at the same price that they sold for at the auction. So if you guys want to get involved in that, get some of those. They are available. And we all love you too, Bethlehem. You know that, right? Anything you could possibly need, just ask. We are here for you. Hello, Parviz. Good evening to you, Matthew Merriman, Frostbite. Got a whole, Adventures with Maxwell, got a whole host of people here today. Might hear a little bit of thunder here and there in my world because we are having a bit of a thunderstormy evening. However, don't plan on seeing anything actually hit here. They're all moving away from us at this point. Shinbone, good evening to you. All right. I thought my dyno had quit working on me, but it started back up again, so I guess it just needed to cool off for a while. Finally home and feeling medicated, huh, Dan? Well, I'm home and I'm medicated too, but not nearly as strongly. I had to have one of my back molar teeth extracted today. It had some decay on it that was deeper down than they could fix. So they decided I needed to have it pulled. So I took out the gauze about an hour and a half ago. I'm worn off of the anesthetic drug. What would you call that? I guess some sort of lidocaine or something they put into the gum. And they inject it in there, and then they do their thing. Wasn't a pleasant sound. I mean, there's a lot of crunching going on. Then there were pliers crushing my tooth up. But I no longer have the back upper tooth on my left side. And if you will, for those who know the difference, this would be number 15. So, yeah. But I'm doing all right. It's 55 after now. 5 minutes till the hour. Hope everybody's doing well today. I noticed that there's not any heavy storms anywhere in the country except in Northern Virginia right now, and I don't know of any of our people in Northern Virginia. Dan, you're going to have to really take care as best you can. Stick with us. We don't want to see anything happen to you, sir. Same with our very own Paul Hampton. He is on the mend as well, not doing extremely well. I hope he gets better. My brother-in-law is not doing very well. He is appreciating anyone's thoughts now because he's on his way out. I mean, there's not really much of a better way of saying that. He's not going to make it very long. He's in a lot of pain, and just wish the best for him. He's got a morphine pump that he's using now, and he's not feeling well. He needs to move to North Carolina so you can take care of him. Yeah, for sure. She has experience, Dan. Time to think about it, you know. Let's see. Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy. I am having trouble remembering where you are exactly. I do believe you live in North Carolina. Is that correct? Frosty down in Texas, man. Record heat. I know it. What, about 110 degrees? That's nasty down there. Coin Junkie, our buddy from Canada. Not 110 degrees there. That's for sure. Let's see here. I am going to go ahead 103 to 104 degrees. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and get us started on this first lot. It's a 1904 Indian head cent. Pretty nice detail on this coin. It is, it's an extremely fine coin. Very fine to extremely fine. It's got at least 2 diamonds on it. We are going to hit this one with a bid of $12. How about a bid of 12? Anybody give me $12? 12. Anybody open it up at 12 for me? Anybody on 12? $12. 1904 Indian head cent. Extremely fine. Starting at $12. There's your reverse. Nice looking reverse. Nice looking coin, actually. If you're collecting 1904, you're collecting your Indian head cents, and you still need that 04, you need to upgrade your 04. This is a nice one. There's Brett Anderson at $12 now, looking for 13. About a $13 bid. 13. Anybody bid 13? $13 now. Anybody bid a 13? I got 12, looking for 13. How about a bid of 13? 12 going once, looking for a bid of 13. $13 now. There's 13. 13 now. 14. 14, looking for a bid of 14. $14. Oh, the 09S Indian? Yeah, I don't have that. Brad Anderson at 15. I'll take a little gravy and I'll carve an S into an 09 Indian for you and send it to you, Frosty. That way you'll have an 09S. That's the best I can do. Brad Anderson at 15 now, looking for a bid of 16. $16. How about a bid of 16? I got 15, looking for 16. How about a bid of 16? We got some beautiful coins coming up tonight. I got 15 once now, looking for 16. $16. How about a bid of 16? Hello, Eric. We're still on our first lot. We're kind of killing it slowly. Going twice now at 15, looking for 16. $16 now. Anybody bid of 16? ACEF. ACEF. Yeah, I don't know who the ACEF is. Got 16 from Maxwell now, looking for 17. 17 from Brad, now looking for 18. $18. How about a bit of 18? Anybody a bit of 18? $18 now. Anybody a bit of 18? 1904. Pretty nice looking coin. Anti-Counterfeiting Education Foundation. Okay. Absolutely. We can catch up and chat. Let's try doing it tomorrow. See if that works for us. Maxwell at 18 now. 18 looking for $19. How about a bit of 19? There's Brad back at $20. 20 now, 21. Looking for 21. $21 now. Anybody a bit of 21? Maxwell is out now. Sean Carver, good evening to you. Silver Spurs, good evening to you, sir. I got 20, looking for 21. 20, looking for 21. Going once now. 20 for 21, going twice. Looking for a bit of 21. Anybody at 21? You really want it, though. I may have other Indians around here that are pretty nice. But for now, Brad speaks the loudest. Sold to Brad. Thank you, sir. Let's try this one. This one's kind of pretty. Full detail. Just a little bit of luster left on this one. There's a 1907. Let's start this off at $50. $50 will get you started on this one, 1907. It's got some toning on it. It is an uncirculated coin. 1907. Start at 50. Anybody bid at $50? 50 now. Anybody bid at $50? Typo. Got it. 50. Anybody bid at $50? 50 now. How about a bid of 45? 45. Anybody bid at 45? $45 now. Anybody bid at 45? Coins you're looking at this evening have all come out of a collection that was given to me by the wife of a fallen coin brother. He succumbed to cancer a few years back, and these coins were given to me as a thank you for the assistance that I gave him with his collection, and they are very cherished. However, I got to make a living. I did keep every single bit of his note geld collection. I don't know if anybody here knows what note geld is. It's the emergency money that was issued by individual towns and cities in Germany back in 1920, 18 through 23, back before the days of hyperinflation and the huge monetary crisis they had in Europe. I have binders full of note geld. This is really, really neat stuff. Keeping this stuff forever in Richard's memory. But these coins they're all just extras that were in boxes. Nobody wants to get this. 1907. Indian starting at 50. How about 40? $40. How about a fair offer? There's 40. Adventures with Maxwell at 40. Now 42. 42. Anybody bid at 42? 42. How about a bid of 42? Anybody out there for 42? $42 now. 42. How about a bit of 42? 42. Anybody bid of 42? No 42. Got 40 with Adventures with Maxwell looking for a $42 bid. How about a bid of 42? Anybody bid of 42? Once now at $40 looking for a bid of 42. Twice at 40 now, looking for a bit of 42. $42 now. How about a bit of 42? 42, anybody bid a 42? And sold for 40 to Maxwell. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, we have a really pretty 1909 Lincoln Cent here. This thing is fantastic. Brown, BU, brown uncirculated first year Lincoln Cent. Wonderful coin. Frosty gives me a $20 bid, 20 now, 22. Or 21. How about a bit of 21, 21 now, a bit of 21. How about a bit of 21, 21 now, a bit of 21. Looking for 21, $21 now. How about a bit of 21, 21. There's 25. Surreg at 25. 25 now, 26. There's Mark Thomas at 30. $30 now. Looking for a bit of 32. 32, and a bit of 32. 32. How about a bit of 32? Very nice, clean looking coin. Beautiful surfaces on this guy. There's 32 now, 34. Real nice color, too. Beautiful preservation on this one. I got Frosty at 32. Surreg up at 34. 34 now, 36. 36 looking for a bit of 36. 36 now, a bit of 36. Mark Thomas is out. I got Surreg at 34. 34 now, 36. How about a bit of 36? There's Frosty at 36. 36 now, $38. How about a bit of 38? Surreg is out. I had Frosty, Mark, and Surreg bidding on this one. Frosty is the only bidder left at 36, going once now. Looking for a bid of $38. 38 now. How about a bit of 38? No bid of 38. Going to close it. Looking for a bid of $38. How about a bid of 38? All right. Sold now at $36. Frostbite. Hey, Techstar. Very welcome. Anytime you want to come around and hang out with us, we are here. Appreciate that. Very similar looking 1909 VDB. Beautiful coin. 1909 VDB. Brownish coin with a lot of iridescent tones. We'll start this at $25. 25 now. Anybody bid at 25? How about a bit of 25? 25. Anybody bid at 25? $19.09 VDB. There's Frosty at 25. Surreg tries 25, needs a 26. There's Surreg back at 30 now. 30 now, looking for 32, 32. 42 watching, only 13 likes. Come on, folks. Throw us a few likes here. 30 looking for 32, $32 bid. How about a bid of 32? 32, anybody bid at 32? There's Brad Anderson at 34. 34 now, looking for 36, $36. How about a bid of 36? Get a bid of 36. Hello, Raymond. Good evening. 34, looking for a bid of 36, 36 now. Anybody bid of 36? Last call on that 34, looking for a bid of $36 now. 36, how about a bid of 36? All right, sold to Brad at 34. Thank you very much, sir. What do we have next here? How about this 1910? A nice looking coin. Full detail. Nice AU plus coin. Really pretty. Start this off at $9. Get yourself a really nice upgrade at $9. $9 only. Anybody bid a $9? How about a $9 bid? $9, there's 10. Brad Anderson at 10. Now looking for an $11 bid. There's Surig at 15. 15 now 16. 15 now 16. $16. How about a bid of 16? 16. There's your reverse on this one. $15 now 16. $16. How about a bit of 16? There's 16 now 17. 17. How about a bit of 17? 17. Wait, a bit of 17. $17. This ain't near as bad as I thought it would be. 17 Sureg. I'm talking about the tooth, or the missing tooth, the lack thereof. As long as I don't blow too hard or suck too hard, I'm fine. Brad Anderson at 18. Now Sureg back at 20. Sureg at $20. 20 now. Looking for a bit of 21. 21 now. How about a bit of 21? 21. Anybody bid of 21? Looking for 21 now. Anybody bid of 21? Got Sureg at 20 going once now. Looking for a bit of 21. Right, Dirty Water. I knew that would come out. Somebody would say it. Nope, no crown. It's a hole. Brad now at 22. Yep, big old hole. And it's number 15. It's the back on the upper left. 22 now. Looking for a bit of 24. 24. Anybody a bit of 24. I haven't even really established much of a scab on it yet. It stopped bleeding about an hour and a half ago. Hello, Mohawk. Yeah, it's gone. Extracted. Starting to get infected, so it's a good thing that I got it taken out. Yeah, I know, Dirty Water. I can always count on you people. Going to give it a last call now on 22. Looking for a bit of 24. Brad Anderson's got it right now at 22. 22 looking for a bit of 23. How about a bit of 23? 23 9. A bit of 23. There's Sir. I get 24. 24 now. 25. 25. 25. Looking for a bit of 25. 25. Anybody a bit of 25? 25. How about a bit of 25? 25 now. We got Sureg at 24, looking for a bit of 25. $25 now. How about a bit of 25? 25. Anybody a bit of 25? That really sucks, Eric. I don't know whether mine was to diabetes or not, but it's just, teeth, sometimes they don't do well, and mine didn't, and it's out now. Brad now at 25, looking for a bit of 26. 26 now. Anybody a bit of 26? Hard-headedness. That's part me too. 26, looking for 26. 26 now. Anybody a bit of 26? Got 25, looking for a bit of 26. 26 now. Anybody a bit of 26? All right, last call now on 25, looking for a bit of 26. 26, anybody a bit of 26? Need to get it out there. Yeah, sold to Brad at 25. Thank you very much, sir. And now, this 1910 here, this one is a full-blown uncirculated beauty. There we go. Real pretty uncirculated coin. Shinbone gives me a 65 bid on this one now, 70. 65 now, 70, looking for a $70 bid. How about a bid of $70? 65, looking for 70. Hey, Urka. $65. Need a bit of $70. 79. A bit of $70. How about a bit of 70? 79. A bit of $70. That's 65. That's 65 going once now. Looking for a bit of $70. 79. How about a bit of $70? 79. A bit of 70. $65. Looking for $70 now twice. Anybody bid a $70? $70 bid. How about a 70? $70 bid now. A bit of $70. How about a bit of 70? Last call now on the 65. Looking for a bid of $70. 79. A bit of $70. Last call. All right, we're sold at 65 to Shinbone. I appreciate it very much. Been watching as you're driving back and forth, huh? Well, here is a nice 1911. 1911 now. Starting this one at $6. $6 looking for a $7 bid now. I got 6 looking for 7. How about a bid of $7? $7 now. How about a bid of $7? 7 now. Anybody bid of $70? $7. 7. How about a bid of 7? There's Mickey at 7. Eric at 8. Maxwell at 9. Mickey back at 10. 10 now looking for an $11 bid. 11 now. Anybody bid $11? How about 11? $11 bid now. There's 12. Shinbone at 12. Now 13. 12 now. 13. $13. How about a bid of 13? 13. Maxwell at 13. 13 now. 14. There's Mickey at 15. 15 now. $16. 16. How about a bit of 16? 16 now. A bit of 16. $16. I got Mickey at 15 looking for a $16 bid. There's 16. Max at 16 now. 17. There's DC at 17 now. 18. $18 now. Looking for a bid of 18. $18. We got DC at 17. Looking for 18. There's 18 with Mickey. Maxwell is out. Thank you, Maxwell. We got DC at 17. Mickey at 18. Looking for a $19 bid. 19 now. How about a bit of 19? $19 now. Anybody bid of 19? Hello, Russell. You did make it. Got 18. Looking for a $19 bid. 19 now. Anybody bid of 19? Maxwell says he's fat chance now. 18, 19, looking for a 19 going twice now. A bit of 19, there's 19. DC at 19 now, 20. Now 20, 20, how about a bit of $20? $20, how, give me a bit of 20. How about a bit of $20, $20 now, a bit of 20. I got 19. Mickey's fat chance too. I got DC at 19. Got any bidders at 20? Looking for a bidder at 20. How about a bit of 20? $20 bid now, a bit of $20. Forgot to show you the reverse side of this. It's pretty. It's a party coin. We're going to sell it to DC. $19. Thank you, DC. Much appreciated, good sir. What do we have next? How about a 1911S? 1911S, always hard to find. These things are tough. Start off at $40 on this. $40, looking for a bid of 42 now. Got Matthew at 40 now, looking for 42. $42. How about a bit of 42? Anybody bid of 42? I got Mickey at 45. 45 now. 47. $47 bid now. Anybody bid of 47? Takes two, Matt. 45 to 47 now, looking for 47. There's 47 now. 49. 49. How about a $50 bid? You get a $50 bid. There we go. 50 now. 55. 55. 55. Anybody bid a 55? $55 bid now. Anybody bid a 55? Matt at 55 now, 60. Looking at 60, $60 bid, 90, but a bit of $60. Mickey is out. Matt will take this one at 55. Thank you. Appreciate it, sir. Next up, 1912D. Nice acceptable coin here. Pretty at $27. These things aren't easy to find at all. There's your reverse. Nice, strong-looking reverse. That's a full, extremely fine reverse. Matt at 27. Matt starts me at 27, now 28. How about a bit of $28? Anybody bid of 28? How about a bit of $28 now? A bit of 28. Got 27, looking for one more. $28 now. Anybody bid of 28? There's Shinbone at 28 now, looking for 29. 29.99. Anybody bid of 29? There's Matt at 29 now, 30. I got 29 now, $30 bid. How about a bit of 30? There's Shinbone at 30 now, 32. 32. Look at Shinbone at 30 now, 32. $32. How about a bit of 32? 32. A bit of 32. Got a $2. Matt. There we go. 32 now, 34. $34. How about a bit of 34? 34. A bit of 34. 34. There's Shinbone at 34 now, 36. $36. Anybody bid at 36? By the way, all those little marks and stuff that you see on there, those are all marks in the planchet itself. They are lamination streaks. This side doesn't have any of that, but the obverse does. You can see the slight woodiness to the reverse, though. I'm mad at 36 now, looking for a bit of 38. Shinbone back at 38. 38 now, 40. How about a bit of 40? $40 now. A bit of $40 bid. How about a bit of $40? Got 38, looking for $40. 40 now. A bit of $40. How about a bit of 40? I got 38 once, looking for a bit of $40. There is 40, now 42. 42, how about a bit of 42? 40 now, 42. 42, how about a bit of 42? There's Shinbone at 42, now 44. 44, looking for a bit of 44. $44, how about a bit of 44? 44, a bit of 44. We got 42 once now, looking for a bit of 44. How about a bit of 44? Got 42 twice now, looking for a bit of 44. Matt is out, no bid. $44. How about a bit of 44? And sold to Shinbone at 42. Much appreciated. Here's a good little guy you never see every day. Did you catch that? 1912S. This one is a, well, it's a lower grade fine coin. So it's a fine 1912S. Pretty scarce date. Got Surreg up to 25 on this now. Surreg up to 25. Got Maxwell at 30. 30 now, looking for a bit of 32. See how weak that reverse is? You got basically no detail in the right hand wheat there. That's very normal for San Francisco minted coins from the teens. Very tough to get those with real nice sharp details. So Maxwell's got this one up to $30 now, looking for a bit of 32. 32 now, a bit of 32. Got 30, looking for 32. $32. How about a bit of 32? There's 32. Surreg at 32 now, 34. 34, a bit of 34. 34. How about a bit of 34? Maxwell back at 34. Maxwell cut that one in just a split second before Brad Anderson called the same bid. So I've got 34 from Maxwell, looking for 36. 34 with Maxwell. Brad needs 36 now. 36, there's 36. Surreg is out. Thank you very much, sir. 36 now, looking for a bit of 38. 38 now. How about a bit of 38? $38. Anybody a bit of 38? $38. There's 38 now. 40. $38 now, $40 how about a bit of 40, 40, any bit of 40, how about a bit of 40? Hello, Kevin. Good evening. Brad Anderson now, $40, 40 now, 42. 40 now, 42, $42, how about a bit of 42, 42, any bit of 42? Maxwell is out. Brad at $40, looking for a bid of 42. 42 now, any bit of 42? Sold to Brad Anderson, $40. Thank you very much, sir. The one we've all been waiting for, 1914D. 1914D. Got a couple of small puck marks on the obverse. Now I want to draw your attention to the reverse. It's got this one big divot hit and a smaller one up around the top on the reverse. Nice solid VG coin. Nice solid VG coin. 1914D. I'm going to start this at 160. Anybody want to start at 160? 160, 160. Anybody want to start at 160? I'll give this one just a little while before I pull it as a pass. 1914Ds are very, very hard to find. They don't come around very often. This is a very nice coin. On the obverse anyway, that reverse does have a couple of heavy rim digs. Is anybody at 160? All right, no start at 160. Thank you for the consideration, folks. Now we'll move on. How about this pretty 1915? 1915s are not easy to find in higher grades. In fact, they're pretty hard to find in low grade. But in these higher grades, this one's got a little hit on the rim up there at about 1 o'clock. But in these higher grades, these things are really, really tough. $40 from Shinbone, 42 from Matthew. 42 from Matthew, looking for a bit of 44. 44 now, a bit of 44. How about a bit of 44? There's 44 Shinbone. Looking for a 46 now. I can't count today. Matthew, 46 now, 48. $48, how about a bit of 48? Looking for $48. 48 now, and a bit of 48. There's Shinbone at 48 now, 50. Matthew at 50 now, 55. 55, looking for 55. 55, anybody bit of 55? Got 50, looking for a bit of 55. 55 now, anybody bit of 55? There's 55 now, 60. I got 55, looking for $60 bid. 69, anybody bit of $60? There's Matthew at 60 now, 65. 65, how about a bit of 65? 65, anybody bit of 65? Got 60, looking for 65. 65 now, anybody bit of 65? Nobody 65, there's 65 now, 70. 65 now, 70, looking for a $70 bid. 79, anybody bit of $70? How about a 70? There's 70 now, 75. 70 now, 75. 75, anybody bit of 75? 75 now, anybody bit of 75? There's Shinbone out now at 65. Looking for another bidder, 75. 75 now, anybody bit of 75? Got Matthew once at $70 now, looking for a bit of 75. 75 now, a bit of 75. Matthew twice now, 70, looking for a bit of 75. 75 now, how about a bit of 75? 75, a bit of 75. And sold to Matthew at $70. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, look at that, 1916, and this thing is real nice. It's an AU plus, but look at the Woody. Look at that Woody. I got Russell starting me off at $10. 10 now, $11 bid. $11 bid, I got Mickey at 15. 15 now, 16. How about a bit of 16? 16. $16 for a 16. There's Eric at 16. Russell at 20. $20 now, looking for 21. $21, how about a bit of 21? 21 now, how about a bit of 21? How about a bit of 21? Got 20, looking for 21. How about a bit of 21? $21 now. How about a bit of 21? I got Mickey at 25, Eric at 21, Mickey at 25, 25 now, looking for 26. $26. How about a bit of 26? 26 now. Anybody a bit of 26? I got DC at 27. 27 now, $28. 28 now. How about a bit of 28? $28 now. How about a bit of 28? Mickey at 30. Russell tries 30. Got Mickey first. Mickey at $30 now, looking for 32. $32 now for the 1916. 32. How about a bit of 32? 32. Anybody got a 32? $32 bid. Anybody a bit of 32? $30 going once. 30 going once now. Looking for a bit of 32. 32 now. Anybody a bit of 32? I got a 30 twice now. Looking for a bit of 32. $32. Here's Eric at 32. 32 now. 34. 34. 34. How about a bit of 34? Got 32. Looking for 34. 34 now. Anybody a bit of 34? And Mickey is out at 32. Got Eric at 32. Looking for a bit of 34. $34. How about a bit of 34? 34. Got Eric at 32 once now. Looking for a bit of 34. Got Mickey and Russell are out. DC and Eric are left. A bit of 34. Got 32 going twice. Looking for a bit of 34. 34 now. A bit of 34. And sold at 32. Eric, thank you very much, sir. Congratulations. Here is a 1916. Now, this one is in technically higher grade. It may not be pretty to some of you, but to others it will be. It's a really nice, pretty coin in color. Just got a couple of marks on it that make it a select uncirculated, which is a lower grade. That thing above the T is carbon. It's got some carbon spotting on it. Otherwise, a really bright, shiny coin. Mickey's got a $30 bid on this one. Or is it? Yeah, Mickey's got a $30 bid on this one. 30 now, looking for 32. 32, how about a bit of 32? Mickey's real sure he wants this one for sure. Shinbone at 32. DC tries 32, looking for 34. Got 32, looking for 34 now, 34. Got DC at 36 now, 38, looking for $38, 38 now. How about a bit of 38? I'll turn the light down on this a little bit. Got Shinbone at 40. Shinbone at 40 now, looking for 42. Mickey at 42 now, 44. 44, looking for $44, 44. There's Shinbone at 44 now, 46. 44 now, 46. How about a bit of 46? 46 now. How about a bit of 46? Got 44. Looking for 46. How about a bit of 46? Got 44. There's 46. 46 now, 48. I got 46 now, 48. $48. How about a bit of $48? There's 50. Shinbone at 50 now, 55. Looking at 55 now, 55. That was a strategic move right there. She bid 48 and someone else can bid 50 and force you into 55. Well, he just went ahead and bid 50 and forced someone else into 55, and that may not happen. So I got $50 looking for a bid of 55. Going once with Shinbone now at 50, looking for 55. 55. Anybody bid of 55? Twice now at 50, looking for a bid of 55. 55 now. How about a bid of 55? 55. Anybody bid of 55? All right, there we go. Sold at $50 to Shinbone. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, how about a 1918? Really nice looking 1918. There's the obverse and the reverse. Let's start this off at $40. 40 for this beautiful uncirculated 1918 Lincoln Cent. How about a $40 bid? $40 bill out there. Anybody got a $40 bill? How about a bit of 40? 49. How about a bit of 40? Got about a $60 coin sitting here for $40. How about a bit of $40? 49. A bit of $40. How about a bit of 40? Yep. Eric at 40. 40 now, 42. $42. How about a bit of 42? 42. Anybody a bit of 42? Hello, Bill. Good evening, sir. I got a $40 bid looking for 42. 42.90, but a bit of 42. How about a bit of 42? $55 coin here. Looking for a bid of 42. 42 now. How about a bit of 42? 42. Anybody a bit of 42? There's DC at 42. 42 now. 44. How about a bit of 44? 44. Anybody a bit of 44? Got 42. Looking for 44. $44. How about a bit of 44? There's 44. Now 46. 46. Anybody out at 46? $46 now. How about a bit of 46? There's 46. DC at 46 now. 48. $48 now. How about a bit of 48? $48. How about a bit of 48? Eric is out. Thank you. DC at 46, looking for 48. Any 48? How about 48? Anybody a bit of 48? $48. How about a bit of 48? And sold to DC at 46. I'm going to take just a little bit of a break and show you guys something that I did for myself, but I can do for anyone. And we are eventually going to be perhaps looking into taking orders on this idea. But let me slide this up as far as I can go. Now, this would look like a bank wrapped roll. You've got the wrapping on one end, coins on the other end. I got Boatman's Bank of Springfield, Missouri on this, 50 pennies, and then my name and my birth date. 1st of August, 1968, and the coins in here are coins that would have been issued at the time I was born, 1968D. This is a Batdorf roll, and it has all this information on it. Now, the bank is, of course, a real bank, but this wrapper, of course, was made up. But it's so you can have a birth date or a special occasion roll of coins of your own. I could provide this to anyone who wants to do it. It's just a matter of trying to figure out exactly what to charge and how to do it exactly for each person. But this is a Batdorf roll, wrapped Boatman's Bank, Springfield, Missouri, where I was born. And then my name and the date that I was born. Now, you could do this for wedding anniversary. You could do this for your children, your grandchildren. I just want you to kind of think on this for a while. And they charge your age. For me, that'd be $56. That'd be a little much. But that's just something I wanted to show and let you guys see what is possible when you have a wrapper and can do your own wrapping. All right. Next up, special coin at a special price, folks. These are very seldom seen in this kind of grade. And if I don't get the opener, at least on this, I will just keep it. It's 1918S, uncirculated, Lincoln cent. 1918S. Lincoln Cent. Go start this off at $175. $175. The bid. Anybody bid at $175? There's the obverse for you. And the reverse. Looking for 175. Start this off 175. Anybody bid at 175? If it doesn't sell this time, it'll sell another time. There's Brad, 175 now, looking for a bid of 185. 185, how about a bid of 185? 185, 1918S, very rare to find it like this. Looking for 185, how about a bid of 185? 185 now, anybody a bid of 185? Got Brad on the horn at 175, looking for a bit of 185, 185, anybody a bit of 185? I don't know exactly what that is. It is a stain of some sort, but I'm not really sure, and it extends to the border around the outside edge of the right wheat. It doesn't have much luster there, and I'm not exactly sure what caused it. High quality coin here, 185. Anybody bid at 185, 185? Yeah, I got Mark at 185 now, 195. 195, anybody bid at 195? At 250, we go to $25 increments. It could be a planchet issue. 185 now, 195. 195, anybody bid at 195? 195? This is basically a Brad and Mark show right now. So, Brad, if you want it for 195, speak up, let me know. Okay, Brad is out. Sold to Mark Thomas, 185. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. I wasn't completely sure that was going to sell today. How about this one? Did I do that right? Is the next one supposed to be 1930? Yes, 1934. 1934 wheat cent. Beautiful. Nice wheat cent. Now, and $14 start on this one. 14. How about a bit of 14? There's Sean at 14. 14 now, 15. How about a $15 bid now? Anybody a bit of 15? Got 14 looking for 15. $15 now. How about a bit of 15? 15. All right, I've got Russell at 20, DC at 15, Russell at 20, DC back at 21. DC back at 21, looking for a bit of 22 now, 22. How about a bit of 22, 22, anybody a bit of 22? Looking at 22 now, anybody a bit of 22, $22, how about a bit of 22, 22, anybody a bit of 22? No bid at 22. I got a 21 looking for a bid at 22. Last call here. I appreciate it, Shinbone. You have a great night, sir. Looking for a bid at 22 now. Anybody bid at 22? On your screen, you were in before DC. But on my screen, you came in after DC. And that's what matters. What shows up on my screen. DC was just a second before you. Everyone is going to have their name show up first in a race on their own screen, because you don't have to go through all of YouTube servers to get back to your own screen. All right, I'm going to sell this if we don't get a bid. And sold. A really pretty coin there. Really pretty. Congratulations to DC. All right. Next up. Where did I end up? Right here. Okay. 1934D. Couple of spots on it, but man, this is a nice BU coin. Russell at 17. Russell at 17. Now looking for a bit of 18. $18. Got a spot right on the cheek, right behind the mouth, and got a spot over on the rim at 3 o'clock. Otherwise, we have a very nice looking coin. Got a 17 now, looking for $19. How about an $18 bid? 18 now, 18 will do it. Anybody bid of $18? How about an $18 bid? Now, anybody bid of 18? There's DC at 18, 18 now 19. $19 now, and a bit of 19. How about a bit of $19? Yeah, Lincoln has a little bit of a mole issue here. There's Russell back at 19, 19 now 20. The fact that, he looks like Ginger from Gilligan's Island. Sean back at 21 now. 21 now, looking for a bit of 22. 22, how about a bit of 22? A bit of 22. DC at 22 now 23. 22 now 23. $23. How about a bit of 23? $23 now. A bit of 23. Yeah, that thing about the chat, that's the whole reason why I show my chat in the window when we're doing the reveal show, because I wanted everyone to make sure that they understand why they show up or don't show up in the roll, because the order that you come is how I receive the names. I got 22, looking for 23. Last call now, looking for 23. How about a bit of 23? And sold to DC 22. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Next up. How about this 1935D? Beautiful brown coin. Full luster brown coin. At $12. $12 only gets you started on this one. 12. Anybody bid a $12 bid? 12 now. Anybody bid a 12? How about a bid of 12? Russell at 15. Got Surreg tried to start it at 12. Got Russell back at 15. Now Surreg at 17. Surreg at 17 now, looking for a bit of 18. $18 now. How about a bit of 18? $18. Hi, Timothy. I think I did something about them being sub-quality. I think I remember that. I need to go back and read that. Get you taken care of on that, because, well, that's something I want to do. But I don't remember exactly what the deal was. I'll go back and I'll look at the email again. That's for sure. Thanks for reminding me about that. Surrogate 17 now, looking for a bit of 18. $18. How about a bit of 18? 18, a bit of 18. How about a bit of 18? $18 now. A bit of 18. I would call this, if you were going to grade this, I'd call this an MS65 brown. Oh, is there an item missing? Okay. Well, I will definitely get back to look at it. Thanks for reminding me about that. All right, Sir Egg's going to win this one. $17. I appreciate that, sir. Let's look at who's next. 1936, bright red coin, 1936 here. Nice gem BU. Sean, you got to jump on him, buddy. You got to jump. Going to start this one at $5 only, $5. There's Matt at $5, 5 now, $6, $6 bid now. Looking for a $6 bid. Really nice looking, bright red, 1936 Lincoln cent. There's Sean at $10, $10 now, looking for an $11 bid. There's DC at 11 now, 12. Now 12, 12. Matt at 12, now 13, $13. How about a bit of 13, 13? A bit of 13. Got 12 now, looking for 13. How about a bit of 13, $13? Matt at 12, now looking for 13. Got DC at 13, Sean at 15. $15 now, 16, 16. Got Matt back at 16 now, 17. $17. How about a bit of 17? 17 now, a bit of 17. I got 16, looking for 17. $17. How about a bit of 17? 17 now, a bit of 17. Got Sean back at 18. 18 now, 19. $19 now. How about a bit of 19? $19. 19, anybody bit of 19? $19. How about a bit of 19? $19 now. Anybody bit of 19? Matt is out. Thank you very much, sir. No 19. Got 18. Looking for 19. Last call. Sold at $18. Sean Carver, thank you very much, sir. Next up. How about this? Look at the color on that. Isn't that just outstanding? 1937D. Really nice iridescent color. Got a spot on the reverse. Take that into account. We're going to start this off at $16 though. $16. Beautiful, beautiful toning. $16 now. Anybody bid a 16? Looking for 16. 16. Anybody bid a 16? There's 16, Tim Morrell. Now looking for a $17 bid. 17 now. How about a bid of 17? Anybody on a 17? $17 now. How about a bid of 17? 17. Anybody bid of 17? No bid of 17. Got 16. Looking for a bid of 17. Anybody bid of 17? Sold to Timothy at 16. I appreciate it very much. If you guys are watching to bid and you're getting ready to bid on something and you're waiting for me to say something, don't do that. Bid by what you read in the chat. Bid by what you read in the chat. Beautiful. 1938 Philadelphia here. 1938 Philly. Going to start this one off at $7 only. $7. How about a bit of $7? 7 now. There's Sir Egg at 7 now. $8. 7 now. $8. $8 now. Looking for a bit of $8. How about a bit of 8? There's Sean Carver at 10. 10 now. Looking for an $11 bid. 10 now. $11. How about an $11 bid? There's 12 now. 13. 12 now. 13. $13. How about a bit of 13? There's Sir Egg at 13 now. 14. 13 now. 14. $14. How about a bit of 14? They're showing back at 15, 15 now, 16, 16, 16. How about a bit of 16? DC at 16 now. 16 looking for 17. Surrogate at 17 now, 18. $18. How about a bit of 18? $18 now, and a bit of 18. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? And the luster, oh my gosh, the shininess of the coin is just on point. There you go. There's the obverse again. A little hit there between the E and the R of Liberty. DC at 18 now. Looking for 19. There's 20. 20 now, 21. Anybody hit a blackjack? $21 now, and a bit of 21. Looking for a bit of $21 now, 20 going once now, looking for a bit of $21 now. How about a bit of 21? 20 looking for 21. Twice now, 20 looking for 21. Anybody 21? Sold, Surreg, $20. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Next up, not as pretty, but still uncirculated, 1938D. If anybody needs a 38D in Unk, it's a $3 coin to me. $3 to get you started on it. How about a bit of $3? 3 now. Anybody a bit of 3 there? Surrogate 3 now, 4. How about 3.5? 3.5 now. Anybody a bit of 3.5? 3.5 now. Anybody a bit of 3.5? There's Matt at 4. 4.5 now. Anybody a bit of 4.5? You got Surrogate at 5. 5 now. 5.5. 5.5 now. Anybody a bit of 5.5? How about a bit of 5.5? 5.5. Anybody a bit of 5.50? 5.50? 5.50? Got Matt at 5.50 now, 6. $6 bid. Anybody bid a $6 bid? Here's Surreg at 7. 7 looking for 8. How about a bit of 8? Matt is out. And 7 looking for an $8 bid. $8 now. How about a bit of $8? $8 now. Anybody a bit of $8? Looks like no others. We're going to call it sold to Matt at, Surreg at $7. Surreg at $7. Next up, pretty 1939. We're going to do this one cheap, $4. $4 strong. Who's $4 strong on this one? $4. Anybody bid a $4 bill? There's your obverse. There's your reverse. Sean is at 4, Eric at 5. $5 now, looking for a bit of 5.5. 5.5 there, Sean back at 7. 7 now, 8. 7 now, 8, looking for an $8 bid. $8 now, a bit of $8. There's Eric back at 9, now 10. $10 bid. $10, anybody bid a $10 bill. Here's DC at 10. 10 now, looking for an $11 bill. $11 now, a bit of $11. Eric back at 11, now 12, now 12, 12, 12, anybody bid a $12. I tell you what, let's do it this way. Stop. Let me throw a couple of extra lines in here. And we're going to do a $6 sale. And I'm going to do a $6 sale for the people who have already bid higher than $6. Pretty simple. Sean, Eric, DC. Well, Sand Digger, I certainly hope you get bigger. Get better soon. Bigger, better, whatever it is. All I got to do is have a bin from everybody who has bid to let me know they want one of these at $6. Very similar to this very coin at $6. Eric says bin. Sean Carver says bin. What about DC? Sean, Eric, DC. And DC says he wants 2, so we can give him 2. And that's all we've got for now. Does anybody else want one of these at $6? Very similar, 1939 Lincoln cent to what you're seeing right here. Anybody else want one at $6? I can get you one at $6. Eric says he'll take 2. Give him another one. Yeah, let's see. Make that last one for Brad Anderson. And then one for Maxwell. Let's see, Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy wants one as well. And all good. I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Next item. We've got a super duper 1940S here. Beautiful toning. Beautiful. I'm not toning. It's got toning on the reverse. Nice looking toning on the reverse, but man, this obverse, look at that. Look at how pretty she is. Here she comes. $11 start on this. Anybody give me $11 start? How about $11? $11 start now. There's 15. Sean Carver at 15, now 16. 15, now 16. $16. How about a bit of $16? 16 now, and a bit of 16. What are we doing there, IT? Oh, nope. Started at 11. Need a $16 bid now. Sean Carver's got a 15. Need $16. Anybody bid a $16 bid? Got 15. Looking for a 16. Anybody bid a 16? Last call now. All good, IT. No worries. And we're sold to Sean Carver at 15. I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you very much. Next one is this 1955S. This thing's got beautiful color, even though it's got some spots. It's got some really nice color, mostly on the obverse. Sorry about that, IT. Where it got sold on that one. $4 start. How about a $4 start on this? Really nice color on this guy. $4 start. Sean Carver got me 5. Got a 5 now. Looking for a $6 bill. There's 7. Timothy is 7 now. 8. $8. How about a bit of $8? $8 now. Anybody a bit of $8? Wi-Fi's messing with you. I wouldn't try to watch a live YouTube on Wi-Fi. I definitely want to be plugged into the wall for that. Tim Morrell at $11 now. 11 now. 12. Anybody bid a $12 bill? $12. Anybody bid a 12? Got 11 going once now. Looking for a bid of $12. 12 now. Anybody bid a $12? 12 now. How about a bid of 12? Yep. Now my jaw's starting to hurt. It's not my mandible. It's the the upper, not the lower. Sean at 12 now. Anybody bid a 13? Told myself I wasn't going to push tonight. Tim is out. I got Sean at 12. Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy 13. 13 now, 14. $14 now. Anybody bid a 14? How about a bit of 14? Got 13. Looking for 14. Sean Carver is out. Final call on this one. Anybody else want to bid? Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy at 13. Looking for 14. $14. And sold at 13. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. You want to play with some Canadian coins now? Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Had to move up for that one. Look at this guy. $21. Get you started on this. George V de Gratia, King and Emperor of India. 1913, Canadian cent in uncirculated condition. $21. Anybody give me 21? 21. Anybody bid it 21? $21. It is really pretty, isn't it? I like this one a lot. It's got a spot up here, right there where my finger is. Brad gives me 21. 21 now, 22. I keep flipping this coin turn, and it is a Canadian coin. Need to learn to do it like this. 21 now, looking for a bit of 22. 22 now. How about a 22? 22, anybody bit of 22? All right, kick this one off. I'm going to sell it to Brad at $21. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you. Here's another one. It's not in as nice condition, but this one is a 1919. Not one of the easier ones to get. We're going to start this off at $3. Where is your front yard, Sandigger? I can't remember. Start at $3 now. Anybody bid a $3 bid. 1919. Lots of detail on this guy. Nice looking coin. Nebraska, that's right. I would have no idea how that got there from Canada, but a lot of people traveled back then trying to find a new place to live. Brad Anderson now at $3. 3 now, 3.5. 3.5. Anybody bid a $3.5? $3.5. Got 3, looking for 350, 359, a bit of $350. IT's looking for a Canadian large cent too. She's outside digging a hole. Date was 18 something. That would have Vicky on it. Queen Victoria. Right? A Cajun going to Louisiana. There you go. All right, we're sold to Brett Anderson, $3. That's a pretty coin for $3, I tell you what. I like it. All right, this one, no joke right here. No joke. This is one of the scarcest of the George V small cents, 1925, folks. Mark Thomas gives me a $25 bid, 25 now, 26. 26, anybody at 26? Anybody connects Canadian cents or collects the Canadian knows that this guy is not common. Got Surag at 27, Mark Thomas back at $30, 30 now, 32. 32, anybody bid at $32? 32 now, anybody bid at 32? How about a bid at 32? Sureg at 32, now 34. Mark Thomas at 34. You've never seen this reverse? Oh, yeah, they all look like this from, what was it, 1921 to 1936. Sureg is out. Mark at 34, looking for 36. 34, now 36. How about a bit of 36? $36. Anybody bid of 36? You only collect the big ones. 1920. Did 21 start the smalls? I couldn't remember. I think it was 20. Yeah, 21 starts the smalls. Was it 20 or 21? That's odd. I don't remember. All right. Mark does the smalls, and he's going to get this one at 34. I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you very much. Anybody here a Masoner? How about a Mason penny? It's a counter stamp. Big old bulbous Mason compass there. And this is a private mint thing, of course. $19.50. Start this off at $4, folks. Not as easy to find these earlier dates, especially in an uncirculated condition. Now, this is uncirculated, however, it does have its issues, including a big giant bulb in the middle of his chest. Got Sureg at 4. James Valley comes in at 5. $5 now. $5.56. $6 bid. Now, anybody bid a 6. Got 5, looking for $6 now. Anybody bid a $6. This one, it kind of doesn't necessarily really match the description of a counter stamp. This is more of one of those extruded things, because they had to push really hard to get the metal to move that much without damaging the rest of the coin. That's amazing right there. Got James Valley at 7, looking for an $8 bill. $8. Anybody bid of $8? Sureg is the only one. You talking about the 25 cent? I know those things are very scarce. 24 and 25 are the two toughest years to find in the small sense of Canada. And for James Valley, we have a sold on this Mason cent. Thank you, sir. Anybody need a V-nickel from 1887? One of the tougher years, 1887 there, and this one's going to start off at only $6. $6 start on this. Anybody bid a $6? Want to fill your book up? This is going to be one that you're going to need. Along with that 1885, the 1886, the two really tough ones. 87 is a semi-hard. There's James Valley at $6. Oh, you mean the 50 because it won't fit the machine. That's right. You're not going to get that out of a gumball machine. That's for sure. I got James Valley at $6 now. Look over a bit of $7. $7. How about a bit of $7? 7 now. And a bit of 7. There's Tim Morrell at 8. $8 now. Looking for 9. 8 now. Looking for 9. Can't expect the reverse to be in much better condition than the obverse was. But being that this is a very scarce date, we kind of excuse conditions sometimes. It's not near as bad as the 85 and 86, but man, this 87 is not easy to find. Tim Morrell at $8 now. Anybody bid of $9? How about a bid of 9? Got $8 going once, looking for 9. $9, $9 bid now. Anybody bid of $9? 8 twice now, looking for a $9 bid. $9 bid now. Anybody bid a $9? $9 bid? Sold at $8 to Timothy Morrell. Thank you very much, sir. I got 3 really, really nice die varieties here. I want to show them to you. Let me see here. Hang on just a second. We're going to do this the right way. One way or another. I'm going to find you. Oh, what happened there? Shut off. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got going on here. 1960D 1mm001. This one is a pretty coin. There's the pretty of it right there. Nice red coin. Pretty red coin right here. I'm going to start this off at $30. This is RPM number 1. And just to show you that, we are going to bring up the scope, the light, the camera, the action. There it is, boys and girls. RPM number 1. Mark Thomas with a $30 bid. 30 now, 32. 32, anybody bid a 32? How about 32? Anybody bid a 32? Got all the typical markers of the earlier stages of the 1960D RPM number 1. Dirty Water at 32, now 34. 32, now 34. $34. I bet a bit of 34. There's Mark at 34, now 36. IT's at $5 again. 34 now 36. $36. How about a bit of 36? There's 36 Dirty Water. 36 now 38. $38 now and a bit of 38. Mark is out. I got IT now bidding $6 on something. 36 now, $38. 38 now. How about a bit of 38? And a bid at 38. How about a bit of 38? $38 now. And a bit of 38. I've seen these sell in this condition for $50. There's Blaine, same Blaine at $38. Thank you, Blaine. 38 now, 40. Dirty Water is out. Brad gives me 40. Thank you, 40. Thank you, Brad, for that. 42. 42, the bid now, a bit of 42. Dirty Water said, I love it, but I got my limits. Everybody respects limits. Same Blaine at 42 now. 42 now, looking for a bit of 44. Brad is out. Thank you very much, Brad. Looks like Blaine is going to get this one at $42. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you for your bid. Now, let's bring up another beauty pretty. Let me go back to my scope here. Show you this 1970S. Look how shiny the surface is on that 1970S. This is RPM number 1. 1970S RPM number 1. I am not sure what's going on with the surface on this, but you can see that it has a spot on the throat. Spot on the throat. We got Sean Carver at a $20 bid now. 20 now, looking for a bid of 21. 21, anybody bid of 21. And I am going to stick it under the scope so you can see this wonderful RPM. There you go. Take a look at that. Big North RPM right there. DC at 21, now 22. 22, looking for a bit of 22. 22 now, a bit of 22. Got 21, looking for a bit of 22. 22 now, a bit of 22. 22. This has been in something, but I don't know what. But you can see that it's got, what would you call this? Like a velveteen, leathery look. It's got liquid dry all over it. I'm not sure what that came from. Very interesting appearance, though. A DC at 21, looking for 22. 22, anybody bid of 22? RPM number 1, 1970S FS501. Sean says fat chance. I got DC at 21 now. Looking for 22. Something that made bubbles. You're right, Eric. It made bubbles. Lawrence Welk. That's the Lawrence Welk penny. It could be from this cello because these did come out of mint sets for the most part. But there's your mark on the throat. A little bit of carbon there. It's been deactivated though, so it's not going to spread. All right, we're going to give this one to DC. DC at 21. Thank you very much, sir. Now the last single for the day. This one is a good one. 1972, Philadelphia. Nope, that was a large date. 1972, Philadelphia. There's Carl. Hello, Carl. Carl comes in with a $35 start on this. 72 Philadelphia, DDO number 3, 1DO003. It's got really pretty color. Really pretty. Overall appearance, got a couple of little blemishes on it. You've seen the obverse and the reverse. Let's go over to the Scopathon and take a look at it over there. Looky there, you can see the doubling right there in the date. And then here she is, boys and girls. Oh, the doubling in God We Trust. And the DDO number 3 main marker is those big die scratches coming through the words in God. Blaine's up at 37 now, looking for 39. $39 now, a bit of 39. There's your doubling on Liberty. Carl at 40 now, 42. 40 now, 42, 42. How about a bit of 42? Looking for 42 now, and a bit of 42. This is a pretty earlier dice date example. I need to knock that little crust off of there. Hang on just a moment. There we go. That's not going to act up anymore. We got 42 now. Blaine at 42. Carl at 44. 44 now, 46. Little black spot on the end. But this, folks, this is what a double die looks like in its finest form. Class 1, double die, DDO number 3. Got a few little markers that show us what it is. Got that couple of little lines south of the VDB. We've got all these scratches over in here. And all the way up and around the top part of the design. Heavy scratches. These wear off after time. Carl's got a $50 bid on this now, 55. Looking for 55. Next bid at 55. Anybody bid at 55? Got a 50 now, looking for 55. And then the one thing that we always look for on double dies like this is notching. This right here is notching. This right here is notching. Notching is where your two letters overlap one another but not perfectly, and so they create a notch in their corners. Blaine at 55 now, Carl at 60. 60 now, 65. 60 now, 65. 65, anybody but a 65? Looks like a war between Blaine and Carl on this one. More notching. Let me flip this over so you can see this doubling really well so I can show you the notching and explain it to you just a little bit. There's notching right here. There's notching right here. It's where those digits overlap one another. Carl at 60, any other bids? Blaine back at 65. 65 now, looking for 70. Bit of 70 now, a bit of 70. There's Carl at 70 now, 75. 75. Anybody bid a 75? Let me control my light here just a moment. Don't blind anybody. Bright coin. Coming at you. Blaine at 75. 75 now looking for an $80 bid. Carl at 80 down, 85, 85. Anybody bid of 85. There you can see almost all the doubling, and in God we trust now. Back out just a little bit more, and I should be able to get it all in focus. Close. 80 now, 85. Anybody 85, 85, 85, anybody bit of 85. Got 80 looking for 85, anybody bit of 85. Last call now looking for 85. Sold to Carl. $80. I appreciate it, Carl. Thank you very much, sir. Now we're going to focus back on the dyno. I'm going to show you one roll. That way you'll know what you're looking at. These are all the tubes that are the hard to get open tubes generally, but these, they rattle just enough to tell me the coins aren't stuck. The coins will actually move. We've got 1959D. We've got 1960, 1960D, 1961, 1961D. We've got a few of each. Let me go through them one at a time with you. Hang on just a moment. Get myself prepped back on this. 1959D. Anybody want any of these? $9 a roll. $9 a roll. 1959D. Brad Anderson will take 2. Roy will take 1. Hello, Roy. Mickey takes 2. James Valley takes 1. Blaine takes 2. DC takes 1. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate it, brother. Have a good night. Parviz takes 5. Now, I may need to get into... Yep, this is going to carry me into other sources of original rolls. Eric gets 1. That's all I've got. That's all I have. Sorry, Sean. I'll take a look around, see if I can get more for you. Don't have any others right now. Now for the 1960 Denver. 1960 Denver. We're going to do 60 Philadelphia. Sorry, the 60 Philadelphia. Been at $8. 60p Philadelphia, been at $8. Okay, IT will take 2. Brad takes 1. Mickey takes 2. Parviz takes 5. Sorry, these are $8. Okay, Parviz takes 5. Sean takes 1. Roy takes 1. IT, you've already got 2 coming. Let's see. And we've got DC for 1. Anybody else? Roy Wheeler took 1, okay. And then DC. Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy takes 1. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Okay. No others on the 60 Philly large date for now. How about 60 Denver large date? 1960D large date at $10 per roll. Good night, Alex. Can you take 4 of 4 of the 1960p. We'll get you 4 of those. Thank you, Alex. Okay, I got you in there, Alex. And for the 60Ds, we got Brad Anderson for 1, Mickey for 2, Roy for 1, Parvis for 5, Sean for 1, Crypto and Shrink Cowboy for 2, James Johnson wants one of those as well. Let me go count how many I've got before I sell more. Hang on just a minute. All right, let's see here. How many do I have on here? I got plenty. Okay, got Bethlehem for 2 in there. Got DC for 1. Dirty Water wants 2. And Alex wants 2 59Ds. I don't have any more of those to sell right now. I'm going to have to figure out what else I'm doing. Yeah, I got 2 for Dirty Water. Anybody else? 1960D, large date. $10. Roger Borland. Hello, Roger. Roger takes 1. All right. Now move on. Let's go to 1961, Philadelphia. These will be $5. IT takes 1. James Valley for 1. Brad Anderson for 2. Sean Carver for 1. Parviz takes 5. Let me go check and see on my 61 Phillies. Okay, I got plenty of the 61 Phillies. Hang on just a second. Wait. That's D-Mint you're into there. There you go. You got plenty of room now. So let's see. Mickey takes 2. Tim Morrell takes 3. Alex Warbe takes 3. DC takes 1. Roger takes 1. Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy takes 1. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, Eric, how is Pete? Michael Breen, the only thing I need you to do is email coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. It's there on the bottom of your screen. You can send it to me, just your name and your email address that you can use to pay an invoice, so you can receive an invoice on that email address. In other words, one that you watch pretty regularly. And I send PayPal invoices. You don't have to use PayPal to pay me. You can use a credit card through PayPal. You can use a PayPal payment or Venmo payment. Could do any of those. Does IT take one as well? Or is this... Okay, IT's already got one. Okay, it's already got one. Okay, now 1961 Denver. Been those at $8 per roll. $8 per roll, 1961D. Okay, Mickey for 2, Brad for 2, James Valley for 1. I feel like I'm doing a reveal show here. James Valley for 1, Roy Wheeler for 1, Sean Carver for 1, Parviz for 5, Alex Warbe for 2, Tim Morrell for 2, DC for 1, IT for 1, okay, so the prices were wrong when I made the list. Sorry, Dirty Water. I should probably quit putting prices on the list because sometimes they don't come out right. You remember that roll I was telling you guys about? Here's another one. I created this one too. Carolina Beach, National Bank and Trust, 50 pennies for James Mitchell Mickey Fur. Born 1 September 1969. And there it is. I've got a board plug on this end. And then on this end, you got 1969 Lincoln cents. Stay tuned for next week when I will figure out what I'm going to do with this and make it to where you guys can actually order these. It's going to be a custom-made special event roll. I would need an event and a year date so I can put the right year of coins in the roll. Crypto and Shrimp Cowboy. Too late to get one for what? The 1961 D? 1961 D? No, we've got more. There's enough of them. There's one of those right there. Nope, that's a 60D. Sorry. Dirty Water wants 3 of the 1960D. I can do that. Dirty Water, you have 2. Need to get you a third one. No problem. I can put that in there. I should not say no problem because, well, that's my job. So, my pleasure, sir. And Crypto Insurance Cowboy wants 2 of the 61Ds. Alex Huarbe for the 1960 Denvers. I got you for 2 on the 60 Denver. Got you on the list for 2 of the 60 Denvers. All right, that's all I've got for tonight. I need to go nurse my jaw a little bit. I've been moving too many times here. One more if I have it on the 60 Denver. Sure, I can get you another one in there. Let me do that right now. Here we go. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and I will see you next time. Oh, Roger wants to bin a 61D. Got you, sir. No pulls this time. We're not going to do any mystery pull this time. IT, no. The 59s are sold out. You guys have a great night. I'll talk to you next time around. It'll probably be a couple of days before I come back online because I want to make sure that I'm good completely in my jaw and everything. So I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great night. See you then.